Hi there, welcome to GPlates tutorial 1.3. My name's Jonathan Leonard, I'm from the Earthlight group at the University of Sydney, and today we're going to be looking at how to interact with features on GPlates. So start on the GPlates website or the Earthlight website and go onto the user docs and the introductory tutorials. Download the sample data and also the PDF for tutorial 1.3 and you're all ready to get started. I've already downloaded the sample data. As you can see, our sample data includes the coastlines and mid-ocean ridge GPMLs, and also another GPML file with two features on it. One, the Red River Fault in Asia, and the other one, the Kilauea volcano in Hawaii. And we'll see more about that a bit later. So let's open GPlates, and let's put in the mid-ocean ridges and the coastline straight up. Okay, so let's firstly just make the coastlines a single color because we're only using it as a reference. And what we're going to do, we're going to navigate to the Gulf of Mexico mid-ocean ridge. To do that, you can find the Gulf of Mexico yourself, or you could go to use a camera location setting to enter the coordinates of the Gulf of Mexico. And these are found in the tutorial, in the written tutorial. They're 26 degrees latitude and minus 90 degrees longitude. Okay, and if we can just rotate that around. Alright, and so we've got our Gulf of Mexico here, and we're going to look at this feature in here. So to select a feature, we press the feature inspection tool here, and we simply just press on the feature. You can zoom in a bit if you need to find it a bit closer. And so what we have here, we can see all our information under the clicked or under the current feature column on the right. And you can see the type is a mid-ocean ridge. It's the Gulf of Mexico Spreading Center, that's its name. The plate ID is 101, which is from North America. And it started about 150 million years ago, and it's gone to the far distant future, so it's still around today. If we want to see all the properties, we can press this icon here, the query properties icon, and that's all the details for it. And we can also use it to edit properties and view its coordinates just through these tabs up here. It's often handy to keep this window open just because it updates depending on what feature you have pressed, and it's always useful if you want to do a lot of editing and whatnot and querying. Okay, so let's look at how to edit and add features. So to do that, let's look at the Red River stuff. So we'll get rid of the mid-ocean ridges, and we'll insert the Red River and Kilauea features. Okay, so the Kilauea volcano you can see here. Oh, just a side note as well. If you're trying to navigate around the globe just through the click and drag method, you can't actually do it unless you've got the view icon pressed. So what you can actually do, you can hold down the command or control if you're on Windows, and use that to navigate around the globe. So you can see here we've got the Kilauea volcano in Hawaii, but we're going to be looking at right now. We're going to be looking at the Red River Fault, and this is the fault that separates South China from Indochina. It started about 50 million years ago due to the India-Eurasia collision, and it's still around today. So what we're going to do, we're going to edit some of its features. As you can see here, the time that it's valid from is not right. It started 50 million years ago, so we're going to have to change that. To do that, we press the Edit Feature button, and as you can probably tell, it just brings you to the same place all before, but it takes you straight to the Edit Properties. So let's change its name. So we can change it to Red River Fault. And the valid time is from 50 million years ago. And just because it's still around today, we can say it's valid until the distant future. And we also want to add a property. Let's add a description. So if we press add property and press description under here, and we'll say it's a result of the India Eurasia collision. Okay, great. So it's really simple, changing properties and adding new ones. And so if we close this window, and before we do anything, we actually need to save the feature collection as it is. So to do that, we go to Manage Feature Collections, and we need to press Save. That's all right. Okay, and so now we have a feature collection that has the right data and a new description to make it look better. The texture tutor also has something on changing the information for Kilauea, but we get the idea here, so I think we can leave it there. Alright, thanks for listening. I hope you learnt something. Cheers.